Well, hello boys and girls. I'm about to review the Orleans buffet, the buffet at Orleans. Medley. Why am I reviewing it? Because it's 2018 and it's supposed to have been remodeled and to have changed for the better. It was probably always one of the better buffets within the Be Connected group, but it's still terrible with a couple of exceptions. But I just wanted to show you the atmosphere a little bit. People passing out after eating the food. And, you know, people who are pretty much, I always look at it, right? Not really excited about the food. You can tell, they're just eating. It's different. Today it's Sunday and it's $21. The buffet is $21 on a Sunday brunch, and it's not worth it. I mean, I know that on Sundays other buffets are expensive, but I would go to the Palms buffet called Ace any time of the day. I did come here because I wanted to review this buffet for you. Some of you have been telling me that it's been renewed and remodeled, and I can pretty much usually discard any Be Connected buffets because they just don't care about the preparation of the food and possibly the ingredients, possibly. Nonetheless, I really have to show you because in terms of quantity, there is a lot of stuff. But of course, most of it is badly prepared, and in my opinion, not good ingredients are used, in my opinion. But mostly, it's badly prepared. Because I think you could come up with something better if you prepare it well. So you don't really have to spend extra for that. So, basically I would give Gold Coast, which is part of Be Connected, just like the Orleans is, a 0. Well, let's say 1. Okay, let's say 1. I'll give this one 2. Because it has more food. And it has one nice thing, I have to tell you. Not great, but nice. But I'll walk through the stations with you, and then you can let me know what you think. Of course, you can't taste it, but I've tasted it for you, so and you may not need to ever taste it. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let me show you another section of the eating area. So yes, it's been remodeled. I don't particularly like the redness of the carpet, but apart from that, yes, it certainly is better looking than it was before. I had a long conversation with a lovely local, a gentleman who's been here all his life, and he was telling me about the good old days. I was too young then, but the good old days, which I know, were much better. I mean, you could eat buffets, and at the time were places where gamblers could eat for free, and you didn't have to gamble as much as you have to today. Things have really tightened up. He said the same. As I say, I was too young for those good old days, but even when I started coming here, things were not as tight as they are now. Anyway, let's start showing you. You can still eat well, and you can still eat, save value and eat well. But you really have to be a bit more careful these days as to where you eat. And so I'm trying to do a really detailed review so that you can really decide if this is what you want. This is Sunday brunch, $21 plus tax. If you have a card, you spend a little less, but if you are using your comp, say your express comp, so to speak, you're gonna have to pay full price. At least that's what I had to do. Fresh grapefruit, which is nice. I'm gonna have some of that. This is actually the nicer area, believe it or not. I think this is the better area because they're not cooking anything. Blueberry yogurt, strawberry yogurt, fresh peaches, which are fresh from a tin. One thing I noticed, they don't refill very much, not very fast at all. Prunes from a tin, pears from a tin, come on. Then, I showed you the lovely smoothies. I already talked about them, so say no more. These are the various gluten-free, these are gluten-free desserts. And the one thing that they're okay, I mean, as I said, out of these, the chocolate cheesecake and the cheesecake, they were fine. You know, I mean, better than they used to be. Not the best dessert section in Las Vegas by all means, but it's decent. And then you have gelato, which is nice, you know, which is nice. So as I say, this is probably the nicest section of the Orleans buffet, now called Medley 2018. You know, I spoke to this, I'll tell you later actually, let me just show you. Now these are pretty much too dry for me, and they've just tasted like you just buy them at a supermarket. Not a good one. And here you've got, actually, the bread pudding was good. The bread pudding was good. You see, everything comes from a tin, right? That's what differentiates some of the affordable buffets, like bad buffets, like, you know, any big connected buffet, in my opinion, is not a good buffet. So what differentiates a buffet that you may not want to eat at and a buffet that it's really lovely? I mean, a good buffet, they make most things in-house because they do taste better, don't they? Everything comes out from a tin. I mean, they told me that the smoothie, they make them here, but I suspect, because it was so sweet, that they have some syrup, something pre-made that they add, because it doesn't taste like a really fresh smoothie. But again, I don't have evidence, I'm just telling you what it tastes like. Nonetheless, the bread pudding was good, the texture was good, the flavor was good, surprisingly enough. And okay, now let's go to the, I don't know where to start. I guess I'll start from this end. Okay. So pizza. Everybody agreed with me that the pizza base was terrible. Can I show you? I don't know. It just I don't know if it's a mix between bread and quiche. I don't know, but none of them really. It's no good. You've got to have woodstone. I mean, look, woodstone, right? Woodstone, but the base is not the base for woodstone pizza. I don't know what it is. I mean, if you put the wrong ingredients, then you can have a woodstone pizza as much as you like, but it's not going to taste like it. Anyway, I saw people just scraping off the top. Marinara sauce and garlic bread, and then tortellini and spaghetti and meat sauce. Ossobuco. Now these, I was excited when I came here because when I saw these, because I saw a shrimp scampi, and what can I say? I mean, I had the shrimp that looked not quite like this, but it was a white sauce, shrimp in a white sauce at Palms, and the new Ace buffet at Palms, and they were delicious. These were overcooked or overheated, but you know, they were okay, they were edible. Fried clams over there. Then shrimp noodle salad, Caesar's dressing and romaine that you have to do it yourself, which is really hard to do. I like it when they have somebody that tosses it for you, or pre-tossed. I like pre-tossed. Black bean and corn salad, which is obviously, in my opinion, straight from a tin. Salsa bar. You have your chips here. And I'm afraid the guacamole here was the worst I have ever had. Possibly, well, yeah, it was terrible. Obviously pre-made, bought, already made, but it was terrible. It was even tasteless, never mind the texture. And earlier on, it was a struggle to get these refilled. It was like a party atmosphere here. but nothing was getting refilled. It's getting a little bit more serious now, but unfortunately the food is the same quality. Ranchero sauce and seafood enchilada. Now the seafood enchilada was actually flavorful. Nothing. The seafood enchilada was good. Yeah, that one. Was bad. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so the seafood enchilada was flavorful. I mean, not. It's just flavorful. Huevos rancheros. Oh, you should taste the ones at Palms, at the new Palms buffet, for the same price. Mexican street corn. I mean, they have a lot of dishes, but most of them are badly prepared. Chicken fajita, again, you know, if you had every single one of these dishes, if it were good, you would think, oh my God, I have so much to eat here. Now, the local gentleman I talked to told me that at the very beginning when they opened, this was a good buffet. I wasn't here when they opened, but the point is it has to stay a good buffet. Charro beans and refried beans, Spanish rice and taco meat. And then here you've got tartar sauce, cocktail sauce, mussels, cold shrimp, and ceviche. And here pork tacos. Now I had them and I didn't taste anything. If you want a good taco, you've got to go to the Aria buffet. They are good tacos. Even if whether they're fish tacos or meat tacos, they're good tacos. Now the chips were actually from real potatoes, but the flavor was not there. I mean, they were done okay actually. I had a few of them. But I asked what oil they used, and they kindly told me that it was canola. And I could tell because they were tasteless. But the problem with canola and soybean, you know, is that if it's not organic, you shouldn't really consume it. But you know what? That's, again, my opinion, but you can check it out by yourself. You can check it for yourselves on the web, on the internet. My point was, with regards to taste, is that I've had fish and chips in other places using different types of oils, and they were much more flavorful. But the texture was good. The texture was good. French toast, scrambled egg, beef fried steak, hot syrup, country gravy, and corned beef hash. So rotisserie chicken, meatloaf, and bone-in ham.
Thank you.
And well, I'll show you. Eggs Benedict, brown gravy, chicken gravy, and mashed potatoes. Sausages, and because this is Sunday brunch, so you're gonna have some breakfast choices like the sausages and the bacon. The bacon is very fat. There's a lot of fat in this bacon, so you know that's not supposed to be good bacon, right? It's just all fat, but it's up to you. Of course, I wouldn't eat it. Here they make omelettes, made to order omelettes, and at night they make, oh my God, I've forgotten the name, pancakes. Is it pancakes? I'll tell you in a second. It's coming to crepe. There you go. At night they make crepe. Raw fresh eggs. And these are the various omelette ingredients. Thank you. So, you know, that's the egg right there, and raw eggs, and then of course the omelette ingredients. And they're very nice gentleman told me that you can add whatever you want. And probably here, I can't tell you that they're gonna do it because I didn't ask, but sometimes you can bring your smoked salmon and they can cook it for you in one buffet. I can't remember which one. They ridiculously said that they don't do it for safety, but they forgot that when you cook things from your own buffet, there should be no safety issues. Okay, now you've got fresh fruit here, which is nice. Okay, now this sushi, oh my lord, you know, it wasn't good enough. I mean, it's the same as at Gold Coast, which is part of their group. Spicy crab, imitation crab, tempura crab. Well, I mean, they were tasteless, and that's the end of that. Nothing terrible, it was okay. But the rice was far too dry for me. Beef chow mein. There you go. Pot stickers, pork pot stickers, mixed vegetables. I mean, the smell also is not the right smell. I mean, when you walk around the stations, say at the M Resort Studio B buffet, the smell, the flavors, the smell is just very inviting. And at this particular station, it is not. Buttermilk pancakes, waffles, potato pancakes, and cheese blitzes. Okay. I guess this is a good thing, the Philadelphia. I've seen a lot of people just eat mountains of this on their toast. Whipped butter, various types of jam. Here you've got, they took it out, it was finished, but people piled up mountains of it. Now if they bring it back out, I'll show you. They should. Now over there on the left there is baked salmon. I'll show you in a minute. Now you see, if you pile up that type of food, then you probably don't care where you eat. Baked salmon, which was okay but flavorless. All right. Then here you've got New York steak, sorry. Just one, little one left there. You see, the one thing I don't like about here, they wait until the very last one is gone, which really bothers me. In other buffets, they actually refill them. Oh, here we go, finally. No, it's okay.
You want one?
Sausage and grilled onions. And then here you've got corn on the cob and okay. And here you've got various sauces and tuna salad, totally tasteless. Chicken salad, same thing. Seafood salad, it's not really seafood, it's crab imitation with a... But anyway, I didn't like it. But I guess it's run of the mill. Potato salad, oh, there was a place where I had the best potato salad ever. And it wasn't here. Coleslaw. So I had to leave a little bit. There was a bit of scrambling there. I'm going to show you the eating area. Nice, lots of booths, lots of nice booths. It's a little bit in the well, they try to be a little bit like the higher end station casinos like Red Rock, and now the gorgeous Little Palms buffet. Red Rock is beautiful, but you know, it's okay. It's an improvement, but I don't think it's as good or as beautiful as the station casinos higher end ones. Because I'm talking about, why am I making these comparisons? Because we're talking about affordable, really cheap buffets, really. So I was saying coleslaw was, the texture was quite too soft, it was a bit too sweet, and I didn't like it at all. It was, I mean, I have better coleslaw when I just buy straight from a store. Okay, now we've got smoked salmon, and you know, like what looks like the lower end ingredients of everything, even including the tomatoes over there. Chicken gumbo, various soups, chicken gumbo. Doesn't look good, does it? It looks like a lot of starch. Egg flour soup. hot and sour soup, grits, oatmeal, and cream of wheat. And then here you can toast your bread, you know, like Flamingo does, same way as Flamingo, a basic bread. But at least you've got brown bread as well. Toast it up and add those ingredients such as the cheese that I showed you earlier, you know. So that's something. And then here you've got your cut fruit. There's a lot of screaming from the kitchen, there's a lot of yelling, a lot of partying. So in a way, if you like that, it's a yelling, screaming, partying atmosphere, but I wish they took a little bit of that energy and put it into the cooking process. Okay, so Deli Meats, again, from my experience, from what it looks like, you've got the lower end of Deli Meats. If you're not fussy about that, you've got choices. I'm fussy, and I wouldn't eat these unless I had to review them. I usually, you know, like, there are some buffets where you got better quality deli meats. See, this is how it comes. It comes in packages. They don't even cut them themselves, you know. So all you do is just open the package and put it on there. That's really the extent. And I think if you have just that, if that's your process, you're not going to have a good buffet. End of story. You have to do something with it. Or you have to purchase it from a higher end supplier. Now this is the pretty bad salad section. You know, just really dry. I mean, they try. You've got the cheapest of the cheap on the left, and then you've got mixed greens. But really, you have to have pre-toast, because it's very difficult to do this yourself. But whatever. I accepted that this is not the case here. Really lower end quality stuff. Except, oh my God, it's wafer when I saw it. You've got artichokes over there. Artichokes on the third top. On the top end. Very difficult to get to. See? It's really difficult to get. It doesn't seem to, but my arm couldn't stretch long enough to get those. But they have artichokes. Although I tried them and they were not. Maybe these ones will be better, because when I had the other ones, they were swimming in the liquid in which they are in the can. So, but these ones could be better. Anyway, they're there. My God. Okay. So this is it. I'm thinking of having maybe more sweets, I don't know. And it's always bad when I pile up on the dessert, because it means that I'm dissatisfied and I'm just piling up on the dessert. But frankly, unless you're at win, in which case you want to pile up on the dessert because it's the best thing ever. Okay, so that's the win. Different type of resort. Now, so I'm harsh on this buffet, on all the Be Connected buffets, because they really make a mess out of their buffets. Now, unfortunately, well, you know, a lot of people that come here are locals, and, you know, if you're a local or if you're an avid gambler, like the gentleman I was talking to, he gambles all the time, although he says it's probably not worth it anymore because you just don't get enough freebies for it. And I tend to agree with him. It's better to pay it out right. But nonetheless, if you have accumulated a lot of points, then you're gonna have to eat here, right? Like I have a lot of points accumulated throughout. I became the base status of all the players card program, because I hadn't gambled in a while and I hadn't come here in a while. And in just a few days, you know, I went from the lowest to Pearl with MGM Grand, and here, of course, it's called differently, so you go from Ruby to Sapphire, you know. But then I wonder why I do it, because here I do it because it's part of the experience, and I like to tell you things that are up to date. So here with Be Connected, yeah, they are affordable. It's an affordable resort, especially they are very good affordable hotels for the expensive weekends. So that's always good. But in terms of buffets, I wouldn't eat here. I don't care. I mean, if you gamble, although you gamble and you get a lot of express comps, which means money to spend in their resort, which is nice because you can spend it pretty much anywhere on their resorts, and that's really nice. So I would suggest you spend it in coffee elsewhere, or, you know, Subway or whatever. But I wouldn't come to a buffet. I just wouldn't. I actually don't like to feel full but full of stuff as opposed to full of nutritious food or food that I enjoy tasting. Because you could even have junk food, right? Like you can even have a nice pizza, but it's a nice pizza and you love eating every single piece of it. Well, this is not the experience you have here, with the very minor exceptions that I told you about in my earlier on. So this is it. I would go to Palms any time of the day. It's in the area, and they've got a really nice new buffet. How long will it be so good? I cannot tell you. If you have a car, I really recommend you go to Studio B. Check out their prices, check out their hours. I put them on top-buffet.com. You can read the details. They even have a free shuttle from South Strip. It's well worth going. Yes, the whole day will, if you don't have a car, you'll spend the whole day going there because, you know, you have to go there, get the shuttle, blah, blah, blah. But it is going to be the best buffet you eat in Las Vegas. Well worth going. And the price is affordable if you don't go on weekends or expensive holidays, okay? Expensive holidays, it's not affordable. This is affordable even on expensive holidays, but again, I would rather have an empty stomach. That's what it is. Now, as I say, if you're local and you just want to fill up on something, then it might be okay. But I actually don't think it would be okay for me. You really have to be somebody who really doesn't really care about the food very much. It's more, if you care more about the variety than the quality, this may be okay for you, including, of course, thinking of the value. But no. I wouldn't eat here. I wouldn't eat here. There are better affordable choices, truly. And I talk about them, even more affordable ones, on top-buffet.com. And if you stay at Orleans, well, you know, there's still no excuse because there are better buffets around. But really check out my reviews because it may be that the really higher end buffet, equally cheap at Palms, may not be for you because it's a small, although really gourmet buffet. Really gourmet buffet. I would go there I would recommend you go there, especially now, 2018, the early part of 2018, because we don't know if it's going to be this good towards the end of 2018. Things slip up with regards to buffets, but Palms, I have faith. Although they now are part of the station casinos, and Red Rock used to be fabulous affordable buffet, and they slipped up a little bit. So, you know, things do slip up a little bit. So check that out now, because now it's wonderful. Here it's already slipped up, it's already plummeted, so there is no really reason that I would eat here. Okay guys, it might be worth spending a couple of dollars more and eat at a higher end buffet, but as I say, there is a cluster of good buffets that are still affordable. So see you on top-buffet.com, or you can click on the links somewhere around this video and you go directly to those pages. Okay guys, see you there. Bye bye from the disappointing, let's put it this way, Orleans buffet. Bye bye. Hi, so there you go. I promised that I would. Did I promise that? I was going to show you the prices. See if I can focus better. Okay. So what I had was Sunday brunch, $20.99, $21. Plus tax. Really not worth it, unless all you care about, as I said, is just having a variety of things, irrespective of what they taste like or how they were prepared or the ingredients used or whatever. Then you can also buy an all-day pass, and there is a small discount for various Players Card members over there. And you can get the sign up free when you get here. Just give yourself an extra 15 minutes to do so. This is it, but I mean, yeah, $11.99 for breakfast, $14.99. No way. I would rather eat at, as I said, Ace Buffet at Palms, which is in this area. Or, you know, if I have a car, and if you rent a car, and it's well worth it. I mean, I rented a car for $20 per day. Including insurance, I found a good deal. You have to find the good deals, and then it's well worth it. So in that case, for the same price, I think it's $16.99, something like that, for lunch, regular lunch, at Studio B M. But if you don't want to drive all the way there, absolutely go to Palms. Check it out. Check my review first though, because you may decide that's too gourmet for you. You know, definitely this one is not. This one to me, it's like a lot of variety, but I mean, sorry, sit down. I know it's gonna sound harsh, but you could just might as well have cat food. As far as the quality of the way things are prepared, with the exception of the couple of things on the dessert area that I showed you. Okay guys, I'm sorry, I had to say, this is it. If you want to hear blah blah, this is all great review, then I'm not your reviewer, because I tell you what I truly think. And I'm thinking of your $21 plus tax that you would have spent here. Yes, you would have eaten a lot of different things. But in the end, you come out and you just feel full and not satisfied in terms of your taste buds at all. So I personally would go elsewhere. Okay, I think I've been pretty clear, but I do have a list of good, affordable buffets in Las Vegas on top-buffet.com. Check it out. Bye-bye.